It's Rugrats. There's so much color in that show. There's so much fun and vibrance and imagination. And this boring, soulless, creepy makeup is what comes out of it. It's an embarrassment. You should be embarrassed. Hi neighbors, my name is Hannah. Welcome back to my channel, Pretty Hippie Me, and welcome to Makeup Monday. I'm gonna pull up my old pal Trend Mood to talk about some new makeup releases, and I think the theme of this video is basically going to be not everything needs to be inspiration for makeup. Oh my god, there's some weird collabs going on right now.
I haven't talked about new makeup in a while.
Because I just haven't seen anything that really motivated any feeling in me that I wanted to talk about it. Until recently I saw some things that motivated some feelings in me that I needed to talk about. So the first one that just inspires bitterness in me, I guess. I'm mad about this. There's a collab between Coach and Sephora collection, and it's these eyeshadow keychain things that are in the shapes of a shark, a T-Rex, and a unicorn. But it's also this very retro 60s, 70s vibe, very the Beatles. I just don't get it. It makes me mad. First of all, nothing about this says Coach to me. When I think of Coach, I don't think of anything related to 70s, 60s, pastel, bright colors, and shark, dinosaur, unicorn. What is this? I would love to have been in the meeting where they were discussing this and let's make a makeup collab that looks nothing like our brand and has nothing to do with our aesthetic. I don't know, just let's, great idea, right guys? These weird little eyeshadow 6-pan palette things. The shapes that they chose make me mad. It's like a sarcastic appeal to millennials. It's a T-Rex, a unicorn, and a shark that kind of looks like
Left shark. I was trying to say left shark here.
And I feel like dinosaurs and unicorns, for some reason, are associated with millennials and Gen Z. I don't know, I feel like it's a comment on millennials and Gen Z, but more so millennials, because and tell me if I'm wrong, but there was that whole phase of everything being iridescent, holographic, unicorn, sparkle, rainbow in makeup and fashion and stuff, and that was when I was in college or right after college for me. And then dinosaurs, I don't know how to describe this, but I feel like dinosaurs are attached to the millennial generation. In early social media, there was a lot of, basically, I'm thinking of the big old blow-up T-Rex costume that people walk around in, and it's hilarious, and it's this very memed costume that people have. If this is not some kind of a comment on millennials and Gen Z
and social media culture in general, with these very memed animal characters, not to mention bringing in the nostalgia factor by making it very retro vibes, and the fact that it objectively looks ridiculous enough to either be children's makeup or a strange attempt to go viral.
If it's not that, I completely don't get it, because like I said, it has nothing to do with Coach. Nothing inside a Coach store looks anything like this stuff. None of it. And plus the idea that they collaborated with Sephora collection when Coach is this higher end brand. I don't know why they would collaborate with the Sephora collection other than to try to make it more affordable, which again is an appeal to millennials who have no money. I hate it. I hate it. It makes me mad. I feel personally attacked by this collab. And I'm not even into the whole unicorn, dinosaur, left shark. Do you remember that whole thing that happened with Katy Perry with left shark and right shark? All of these meme characters kind of turned into bland makeup palettes that are also keychains. Why the fuck is this a keychain? Sorry, I'm mad. I'm gonna curse in this video. Why are they keychains? Under what circumstance am I trying to clip a little tiny 3-pan unicorn? What is this, eyeshadow, blush? The colors look like a face palette. Why do I need to carry that around with me? In a keychain on my purse? What is this? This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It feel like every time I do one of these videos, I say that something else is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And it insults me that this exists to be bought. I have to stop talking because I have to move on to other products. It's so confusing. It doesn't make any sense. Like, who is this supposed to appeal to? Making memes into like retro makeup keychains, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And it's all overpriced. Okay, I have to move on. And this isn't technically makeup, this is nail polish, but there's a collection with Sally Hansen and Mentos to make nail polish based on Mentos, fruity and minty. And they're like, for the fruity ones, they're the very like pastel fruity colors and a like glittery one. And then for the mint one, there's like a white. I've never known people to be so like excited about Mentos and like, ooh, Mentos are like so important to me that like they would want to buy a makeup item, or in this case, a nail polish item based on Mentos? Like, am I missing a Mentos craze that's happening? Like, tell me if I'm wrong, but I never knew that there was any brand loyalty to Mentos. I just feel like it's so out of left field. It's so weird. Like, why? Why? It's a mint. Does anybody want this? Did anybody ask for this? And I'm not a big nail polish gal, so maybe in the nail polish game, this is new and revolutionary and necessary, but like, next. Okay, I got to it. Chipotle is doing a collaboration with e.l.f. And it's I don't know what it is, but I hate this. I hate this a lot. I think it's because like there's a difference between like a pizza palette and a burger palette and a cake palette. Just like a food is different than like a food brand. It's not like a taco palette or like a burrito palette or like something more general. But I guess the idea that I love Chipotle so much that I'm gonna go buy an eyeshadow palette based on like black beans and guacamole instead of just going to Chipotle to buy Chipotle. Like, they're already a brand that I can go buy something from. Because like I get collaborations between influencers and brands, and I get that because an influencer is a person, they're not a physical object. So you want a physical object that reminds you of that influencer. I get it with like movies and TV shows. It's a form of media. It's not a physical object. You want a physical object you can get that reminds you of that show or movie or whatever. However, Chipotle is a widely available fast food chain. They sell their own physical products. And I know that people like Chipotle, but especially after some scandals in like 2019 with E. coli, who loves Chipotle so much that they're gonna wanna go out and get an eyeshadow palette dedicated to Chipotle? It's such a like what I'm trying to say is it's such a big dick move, but I'm trying to find a nice way to say that, like a less crude way to say that. Just like the audacity to think that I want a Chipotle themed eyeshadow palette. The color story is okay. It's pretty neutral with pops of green instead of pops of blue. Collaborated with e.l.f. It's $16. The avocado sponge, can you leave me alone? Leave me alone, Chipotle. I want to eat your yummy food and not have to think about this cash grab. And I just, with food themed palettes, I'm more into like sweet foods, cake, ice cream, pie, whatever. Like the shade names, I really don't love thinking about putting black beans on my eyes, corn salsa on my eyes, pinto beans on my eyes. What is this? Who asked for this? In the comments, let me know if you asked for this, because I didn't ask for this. I don't want this. Yeah, somebody in the comments said, this is pretty, but companies must be picking themes out of a hat at this point. Basically, it's so random, it's so awkward, it doesn't make sense, I don't like it. Get that out of my face, Chipotle. No, leave me alone. Okay, so this is the last thing I'm going to talk about because this is the final straw that broke my back and made me have to make this video. I am so unexplainably angry about this collaboration between Rugrats, Funko, and I guess Taste Beauty NYC. This like Rugrats makeup collection. Yeah, I'm gonna go item by item. This Angelica eyeshadow palette is awful. The colors are awful. The colors say nothing to me about Rugrats. It's such a vibrant, childlike show. Obviously, it's about babies. And you open up the palette, and it's 6 shades of tan. Like, it's awful. Nothing about this says anything fun, Rugrats. I hate it. I like, how could you make something based on Rugrats and make something so basic? I don't mind a bulky packaging when the contents of that packaging make it worthwhile. This is bulky and disappointing. I don't get it. I don't want it. I want to throw it across the room. I wouldn't just buy it to throw it somewhere, but I want to. Next, I'm not mad about how Chucky looks as a little pop guy. I think he looks cute. I am very mad about how Tommy looks as a little pop guy. He looks awful. He doesn't look like himself. If it was not in the package that shows a little picture of Tommy, I would never look at that and think, oh, it's Tommy from Rugrats. I would think, what is this bald person doing on top of a lip gloss? It's creepy. Like, I get that Pop has this particular aesthetic that they do, but I don't like it for these Rugrats characters, and it's the worst for Tommy. It's so bad. And also, the idea of 3 different brands all collaborating. How were there so many creative minds involved? And this is what came out of it. They collaborated with this beauty brand and ended up with such like bland, boring, basic colors of makeup? How does that happen? It's Rugrats! It's Rugrats! There's so much color in that show. There's so much fun and vibrance and imagination and personality. It's literally toddlers and babies. And this boring, soulless, creepy makeup is what comes out of it. It's an embarrassment. You should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed. This is awful. I hate this. There's so much potential to do something really cool with a Rugrats themed makeup collection, and they just didn't. And what they did do was limited because they felt like they had to triple collaborate and get like the pop figurine aesthetic in there. The pop figurines work as pop figurines. They do not work as makeup packaging. I don't want to open my drawer and look down and see a little baby head staring up at me. Like, it's weird. Opening up my makeup drawer and there's these little soulless, like black eye, like no pupil, little faces with no smiles, just... Who wants that? One or the other. Like, either you do a Rugrats collaboration, make it very Rugratsy, which this is not, or you do a pop figurine collaboration, which I was thinking about this yesterday. I was like, if I was gonna see like a pop figurine makeup collection, what I would expect is like pop figurines of famous makeup YouTubers. Give me a little pop figurine of James Charles, Jaclyn Hill, Laura Lee, Manny MUA, these like famous makeup YouTubers, ideally the less problematic ones. I think that would be cute, like to see them reimagined as pop figurines. If you're gonna do a pop makeup thing, that's the only way that it makes sense to me, because these characters look awful as pop figurines. And then to also like slap the little head on top of a little lip gloss tube, like get out of here. No. This is dumb. This is bad. It's ugly. It's lazy. It's creepy looking. It's an embarrassment. Absolutely embarrassing. This is probably the harshest I've been in one of these videos. Just so much weird stuff came out all at once. I just had to say something. It's bad. These collabs are bad. I get that everybody's suffering from profit loss during COVID-19, but we can't be this strapped for good ideas. We can't. Come on. There's gotta be more in there. Why are we collaborating with Chipotle? Why are we double collaborating with Rugrats and Pop to make these weird clone looking, robot looking baby things? I don't like it. Let me know what you think in the comments below because maybe I'm just really overreacting, but I hate it. That's it for me today. Please let me know all your thoughts in the comments below because these make me very upset, and maybe I'm overreacting, but God help me, these are awful. Again, not everything needs to be made into makeup. Not everything needs to be inspiration for some kind of a bland, neutral palette. If you're gonna do it right. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you again definitely for Fashion Friday, maybe for whatever Wednesday, we'll see. If you like this, I hope you subscribe to my channel, give the video a like, share it with someone who would like to hear me yell. Join the neighborhood, it is growing around here. I'm really excited about that. Yeah, that's it, guys. I need to go like cool down. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you and your time and the fact that you are spending your time here with me. So much love. Bye.